And he wanted to own a team full of women that he's attracted to. And let's be honest, he knows more about that stuff than football. But you got to give him credit for making this decision. Again, we all still want to be mad at him. It was too late. He did it too late. Should have did it. Should have never hired them. We all knew what happened there. But what is this costing Mark Davis? I don't have the official numbers. Everything I'm going to say is going to be speculation. But it's probably more truthful if you guys follow me in my channel with my observations on this team. What is this going to cost Mark Davis, y'all? A lot. This was a sacrifice. We're in the $100 million range, in my opinion, by this decision to fire Josh McDaniels. Let's talk about it. The Raiders were forced to fire John Gruden with 6 years left because of cancel culture, emails, and blah, 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 and blah. And that was a $10 million deal every year for at least $100 million. But the truth was, there was more money attached by signing Deuce Gruden, his family members, and other things. And it was actually like $120 million deal for Gruden, his family, and all of those services. It was around $120 million at its onset. Of course, he got fired, 4 years in, 3.5 years in. So that is not really on the McDaniels decision. But I'm just letting you know it's been about a year or 2 years, and this is all the money being lost by McDaniels. So they came to an agreement off the books after he was fired, and he still had 6 years left. So you figure $10 million each year, that's $60 million. I'm sure he didn't give Gruden $60 million to pay for all those years. They came to a settlement, and I'm probably going to say it's still in the 30 to 35 million range, if not closer to 40, for John Gruden to no longer be a Raider. I know he gave him a discount and all that other stuff. So I'm going to say it's around 40 million at the most. So that is a loss of not even having a coach on the team for 40 million. Not to mention all the players that are on dead cap or former players that have been released by either Gruden or McDaniels that we're still paying on. I mean, you could add probably another 40 million there. But we're going to forget those numbers. This is just an explanation of how much money Mark Davis is losing and spending and in trying to win, but making bad choices. And he can no longer afford to make these choices. So the choice with Josh McDaniels to fire him and Dave Ziegler, how much is that costing? Well, we all thought it was a 4-year deal. That was the rumors a year ago. And we all thought it was close to $10 million in the same range that he was playing John Gruden to take McDaniels away from any other possible teams. I don't think it was 10 million. In my opinion, it was closer to 9 or 8.5. But it's still probably in the $8 to $9 million range to have Josh McDaniels as our coach. There are rankings out there that he's like the 5th or 6th highest paid coach in the league underneath other coaches, and they have him in the $10 to $12 million range for Josh McDaniels. In my opinion, I'm thinking it's 8 or 9, but let's just leave the number at 10. Maybe that is the official number. So he had a 6-year deal. He still has 4 years left. So by hiring McDaniels, he's paid possibly $20 million for these first 2 years. And then now he can't get a settlement from Josh McDaniels. Josh McDaniels is not a Raider. it's going to be the same situation as Derek Carr when he left. He's pissed off, and he ain't going to give the Raiders no leverage, no nothing. Same thing's going to be done for Josh McDaniels. There will be no buyout of his contract or no saved money. So if it's $10 million a year and he owes him 40, he's losing $40 million from this decision. And it's the right one. He's paying like somebody that you slept with, that is talking crap, claiming you did something to them, that it wasn't consensual when it was. 10 years after the fact, you're paying them to just go away. There's more heartache with having you in my life because of all your lies and transparent or lack thereof transparency. Go away. Again, that was a bad analogy because that's a really serious subject. But that's who Mikey Raider is. I'm a moron. But he's paying them to go away for $40 million. So this McDaniels decision has cost him $60 million. Now let's talk about Dave Ziegler. If McDaniels was on a 6-year deal, so was Dave Ziegler. And if McDaniels is getting $10 million, you would think the general manager should get more because they're in a higher ranking position. But I'll be honest with you, McDaniels is the dominant alpha in that situation. And Ziegler came along with McDaniels. He was forced upon the Raiders. So Dave Ziegler, and maybe you guys know this information. If you know it, let me know in the chat room. I'll check that out in a second. But I'm assuming Dave Ziegler was at least getting $7 million a year. $6 or $7 million a year. So in total, to have Dave Ziegler for 6 years, if it's $7 million a year, let's do the math together. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, $42 million for Dave Ziegler by firing him. So you got and then also the previously paid money for the past 2 years. That's another 14. So it's $56 million in total for Dave Ziegler. And it is $60 million for McDumbutt for 6 years. You can add up the firing numbers differently. But long story short, $60 million for McDaniels, $52 million for Ziegler. That is $117 million gone. Plus, he's now going to have to pay another coach and other people. So you could add that money on top of this firing, that as expenditures to whatever he's spending. So we are now in the $100 to $25 million range by making this one decision to fire Mark Davis, to fire Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler. And he also fired the offensive coordinator. Forget the idiot's name. Stool pigeon for his father. Sorry, guys, I'm blanking. But that offense, so it's a lot of money. Again, my numbers might be wrong. They might be off. Forgive me. I'm not claiming that I know the true nature. I'm just speculating. But by my count, and if you guys agree with me, this is over $100 million decision. Even without the previous paid 2 years. Because if McDaniels would still have $40 million, Ziegler would still have like $85 million left, plus the other firings, probably another $4, $5, $6 million. You know, you're looking at $90-something million, plus hiring a new coach, another $5, $6, $7, $8 million, whatever. That's $100 million decision, y'all. That takes guts. So you got to give it up to Mark Davis, y'all. You got to give it up to Mark Davis. Wow. All right, let's check out some comments real quickly. Then let's watch the press conference of the replacements and let's get excited together. I have not watched this, y'all. I have not watched this. Please hit that thumbs up, that like, that subscribe button. Consider becoming a member of this channel. Help out your boy. Support your boy if you can. If you can't, I appreciate you. But get in the chat room. Let's get it lit. Get your talking. Get your opinions out there. Get your Raider Nation spirit excited and alive. And let's do this together, y'all. Lombardi. There you go. Mick Lombardi. Thank you very much, Donagunno. Can't stand that little weasel. You're completely correct, Vicky. Raider critique. Fully guaranteed. Yep, you're agreeing with me. It had to be done, but I don't think I agree on 117 million for two doofies. Again, I don't know the numbers, man, but again, it's speculation, but it's still over 50, 60, 70 million dollars at worst, you know, or at best. This is a huge decision, y'all. It's a huge decision. True Raiders speaking out the truth. Another rebuild coming. We're going to talk about that in a few, man. We're going to really get into it. Valerie, what say you? Yeah, Antonio Pierce can tell he's a different style than McDaniels. He gets you hyped up and ready to go like a coach should. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, let me just quickly first give you my thoughts on Antonio Pierce when I found out he was going to be the interim coach. My initial thoughts earlier yesterday morning, or however it works, was okay. I know there was rumors, you know, who would you replace McDaniels with? Rob Ryan, Patrick Graham, the Ivy League N-word, you know, after getting rid of the cokehead in McDaniels and Ziegler. I ain't gay. I'm not gay. And real quickly, I should have done this earlier. Y'all are going to hate me. I don't care. But shout out to Wi-Fi Willie, who's been speaking the truth from these perspectives for a year or two now. And he went through a lot. I went through a lot as well, from haters and trolls and people, you know, denouncing my Raider fandom and whatever. And it hurt. And I'm an insecure dude. But shout out to Wi-Fi Willie for at least putting in the work and always speaking truth and giving his opinion. And he's been vindicated. A lot of Raider YouTubers, even people I worked with, went after him because he wears a St. Derek Carr jersey and watches the games and he tries to make money. You know, like, is that a bad thing? But he's a Raider fan. Yeah, you can be a Raiders fan and another fan of another team. You can. It's not the way we live our lives, but you can do it. But who are we to judge anymore? You get it? Whatever he was saying is factual. We need to stop judging. That's it. It's done. But I was just mad because a lot of YouTubers came after him. Even people that I respect and I've worked with, you know, call him out and they make fun of him. You know, he's making more money than all of us. I don't know if it's a lot, but he's making $3,000 to $5,000 a month. And that's his job. And I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him. And I'm ready to let go of the hate. I had his back. I like Wi-Fi Willie. You know, he does things. He's an opportunistic dude. He'll take any opportunity to make a dime, which I can respect because he at least does it for the Raiders while being a Raider fan. That's a little bit different from people like Mitchell Wrench, from my opinion, who just make money while truly not being a Raider fan. Maybe they are a Raider fan now, and I can get on board with that. And I'm tired of judging. Now that McDaniels has been fired, I want to move on. I'm tired of the hatred. Raider Nation versus each other, Raider YouTubers versus each other. Whether we get along in person, I don't care. Like people like Graphic Raider, they're doing big things. But personally, I don't F with him. I don't feel the energy the same way. Doesn't mean he's a bad human being. I just don't F with him. I just don't feel it. I don't want to be around that energy. Same thing with Mitchell Renge. But people like Murph, Wi-Fi Willie, Samoan Raider, these are people, Raider John. I'm probably forgetting a lot of names. Nathan Gunn, Critique Raider. I F with these people. They have empathy, they have love, they have respect. And I just feel an energy around them more so than other people. But I'm not going to be mad at anybody else anymore for making Raider videos. Maybe they're now a new Raider fan after many years of making videos for the Raiders and getting money off of drinking or doing whatever they do. Do you? So Mitchell Renge, I mean, I got beef with you for a lot of reasons, and you know I got the receipts. But man, do you, man? You're making money. Proud of you. You created a company. You're probably a real Raider fan now. Kudos. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you all, man. Critique Raider. Graphic Raider, everybody else, man. If even I don't mess with you all the time or communicate, keep doing you, man. This is a new day in Raider Nation. It's a new day. We're going to come right back. We're going to watch the press conference for Antonio Pierce, and hopefully we get hyphy, baby. Raider culture is back. The love has come back, man. Let's get it done. Let's love everybody. Let's go. We'll be right back.
I bleed silver with black, and I wear it with pride. Hold my shield to the sky. I'm a Raider for life. 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 I'm a Raider for life.
Touchdown, Raiders! All right, Raider Nation, what's up? You're watching Raider Football Talk with your boy live with Mikey Raider. This is the best dang talk show in the nation.